Hi, very good evening. So today, as we planned our live session, Walk the Street in Seoul, so we'll just go by a few streets in Seoul, right? And also we'll discuss the culture here and some relevant information pertaining to Seoul, right? So we shall walk the street. So I'll be just going down and you can just follow. Yeah, I think we had some signal issue back there. Hi, Mohammed. Hi, Lopa. Hajaj. Hi, a very good evening. Right. Once again, a very good evening. So, as we plan, we'll have a live session today on Walk the Street, Seoul. So, we'll just move around few places. We'll discuss about the culture of Seoul, and then we'll conclude the session. Right. So, hope your week has gone well so far. So, the most interesting thing about Seoul is, as you know, Seoul is considered to be a capital city of South Korea, and it's also one of the largest metropolis in the entire South Korea. And Seoul and the surrounding provinces. In fact, we have around 25 provinces here. Around 25, exactly speaking. So these 25 districts in South Korea, and Seoul is considered as capital, and Seoul and the surrounding areas nearby nearly have half of the Korean population. So this is considered to be largest metropolitan city, not only in terms of population but also in terms of density of population, also in terms of economy. In fact, it's considered as fourth largest economy after Tokyo, New York, and Los Angeles in terms of GDP. So we still have a lot many interesting facts to know about Seoul. And as you know, South Korea, the Korean wave, Korean pop, and the Korean music, drama, they're all popular worldwide. So the culture here is unique and it has its own way. So we'll just go by some of the areas here and we'll see. In fact, last session when I was doing a live session on the road, I've shown you some blue lights, right? So alongside those blue lights, we even have various plants along with their scientific names written on the streets. So we'll go by all those names and then we will see various buildings surrounding. And as I said, this area is literally filled with a lot many skyscrapers. And also in one of the pictures which I posted previously, we have a golden building on the backdrop, and that's considered as 63 building, where it has 63 floors, and it's quite popular. Hanwha. The name of the building is Hanwha, and it has 63 floors, and it's considered to be only gold case structure or gold colored structure, which is very tall in the entire world. Right. So we'll just walk down the lane. So even though it's almost 2 a.m. early in the morning, you can see plenty of lights, and the traffic lights are still functioning, and you have a 7-Eleven store here. It's like a supermarket. I mean, we find plenty of these 7-Eleven stores all over, even in Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, and even in South Korea, we have there's plenty of 7-Eleven stores. Okay. Now let's cross the road and then we'll try to go into that blue zone area. The temperature is almost 9 to 10 degrees centigrade right now. Yeah, I have a green signal. So you see a building in the backdrop? So that's where I'm staying right now. And there seems to be a map here. It's information regarding Seoul, the local map. In fact, the district where we are staying right now, it's called as Yongsan. As I mentioned previously, the term Yongsan literally means Dragon Hill, right? So this is considered as a Dragon Hill. And Yongsan is one of the districts or provinces. As I said, we have districts in states. Likewise, we have provinces here in South Korea, and we have around 25 provinces. And you can clearly see, yeah, you can see lot many trees here, lot many bushes, and the names of these have been mentioned on the street. You can see here. I don't know what exactly Buksaze means, but you have a name here, Buksaze. Yeah, maybe it's a genus. So can you see here the name of the bush written here along with the scientific name? Buxus microphylla var koreana. Buxus microphylla var koreana. Yeah, Buxus microphylla. So it's a same plant which is grown in different shapes. So in fact, we are right now on a footpath, a kind of footpath, or it can be considered as a bridge, and this is how it's being maintained. You have blue lighting all over, and you can see here Pachysandra terminalis. So you have all the scientific names of various plants which are located here, and this is really interesting. You can also see the name which is present on the floor, literally on the floor. Pachysandra terminalis. And this is really very interesting. And you have another plant here, Vitis cognitia. Vitis cognitia. And this is Vitis vinifera. So you have names all over. And the most interesting part here is, along with the names, you even have some information regarding these trees here. Yeah, it's transparent and it's written in Korean language. Hi Shilpa, hi Bernice, a very good evening. And you have CC cams everywhere. You can see here creepers, vertical creepers. Yeah, climate right now it's a very cool Bernice. Overall, the climate here is cool. I mean, the maximum temperature we find in a day is around 18 to 20 degrees. Today it's almost 20 or 21, and minimum will be around 5 to 8 degrees centigrade. You can see how well these structures are lit. You have some LED kind of lighting, and as I said, you have the names, the scientific names of all these mentioned here. You can see here Cornus alba, and you can see someone walking at this time. Yeah, and we have plenty of lotte stores here. Yeah, you can see on the backdrop. I can show you. Yeah, that's Lotte Mart, and you have plenty of Lotte stores, complexes, malls here. I hope you can see the backdrop, how beautiful it is. And you have a blue angel here. This structure or this plant is mentioned as blue angel. Hi Anu, glad to hear from you. That's really good to hear. Yes, Shilpa. We'll just try to, and in fact, this is a bridge. We'll try to cross this bridge and see what's there on the other side. And we have plenty of skyscrapers, as I mentioned. So we'll just go through and see what names we can read out. I mean, a picture here would be just awesome. Exactly, Ajaj. Everything seems to be well planned, organized, and you even have a lift here. You can see there a lift for sake of children and physically challenged individuals so that they can move to the bottom or to the road level. So we have staircase here, we have lift, and here it's mentioned as Rose Pavilion. 85 meters from here, there is a Rose Pavilion. I mean, I think I've shown you that Rose Pavilion last time in last live session. Anyways, we'll see if it is open now. So you can see something written on floor. Fagaceae and Thiaceae. Definitely, I don't remember the names of the scientific names of plants or the botanical names, which we are well aware during our +1 and +2. Yeah, you can see the backdrop. You can still see people walking. I'm really surprised by this. They have the tracks on and a radium kind of jacket, and they're walking at this time of the hour. It's almost 2:50. It's almost 2:30 a.m. now. Yeah, in fact, this is the rose uh, garden or something which I mentioned, and it's closed now. So we'll just try to proceed and cross the bridge. We have plenty of skyscrapers on to the other side. I'll try to pan my cam. Let's have a look. I think it's better from here. There you go. Hi Prerna, a very good evening. So you have a lot many skyscrapers on the backdrop, and as I said, Seoul is known to be having plenty or land of skyscrapers. Now you can see the route, how well it's lit, and this particular image is just awesome. The entire area lit by lights, and you have plants neatly arranged. And talking about internet speeds, this is something which is very interesting because normally the average internet speed in India will be maybe around 4 Mbps or 6 Mbps. If you Google, that will be the average value, if I'm not wrong. There are some metropolitan cities in India where you have higher speeds, but here we have 4G speeds, obviously, and 5G speeds will be available commercially from 2019, it seems. And The average speed here is much more higher compared to the entire world. We have, I mean, well penetrated this fiber optic cable connectivity, and the speed is almost 24 Mbps, right? So comparatively, so the internet speeds here are comparatively high, and also they are in fact expecting these 5G speeds by 2019. This is just awesome. And you have a piano here. It's working. We have a piano here. And it's working. So you can sit here maybe and we can just try play it. And we have a small gallery here on to my right. We have a terrace here. Yes, we have a piano on the bridge and we have a small terrace. Let's see if I think it's closed. Oh, it's closed. Or else maybe we could have had a better view. Anyways, we'll see. Yeah, we have a piano on terrace. Furnace. Hibiscus syraceus. This seems to be a familiar name. It's not one. In fact, we have two pianos. And you have another piano here. And this is closed. This is locked. The other one is open. I mean, still there seems to be traffic, and we have another lift here. Yeah, so this is all well lit, very aesthetic in appearance. And on the backdrop, you can see a very busy road. There you go. Hi Chavi, a very good evening. Yes, I'm enjoying Korea. Even I enjoyed staying in India. It's all wonderful. It's all awesome and wonderful. So you can see at the backdrop, and this seems to be some junction, and there is still a lot of traffic. In fact, we have signals still working in few areas. You can just have a look. There is still some traffic. And we have police vehicles. Yeah. I mean, we have our third piano here. This is our third piano. And look at this. I mean, we have a mirror and we can see road beneath. Now we are entering into the other side of the road, crossing the bridge. I think this will be better. You can see people walking at this hour. That's really something which is unexpected. Yeah, we'll just head back. I don't think the other side is so good, or maybe we'll just try to have a look. I mean, they're playing music and they're just walking, enjoying their walk. We have another piano there. So, three or four arranged. Yes. So, we'll find a suitable place. We'll sit down and then I still have something to share regarding soul, and then we'll conclude, right? We have another lift here. Yes. So you have names of all the plants embedded all over, and this is being maintained extremely well. And we have escalators here. This is not for us. So we have skyscrapers all over, literally all over. Another piano on the backdrop. Think we'll be getting down the bridge. Yes. I mean, the entire theme of this bridge and park seems to be a UV. It's all blue themed, which is really different. It's mentioned as Seoul Terrace. The building has been mentioned as Seoul Terrace. Oh my God. We stop here. And it's mentioned on the top of the building that Seoul never sleeps. Yeah. So we'll stop here. And as I said, Seoul is considered to be a largest metropolitan city, and the population it nearly houses half of the South Korean population all over. And also interesting fact is that we have internet speeds which are on an average very much higher compared to the rest of the world. And as I said, it's almost 24 Mbps. And there are some service providers who even provide uh, internet speeds in gigabits. And the climate, as I said, it's on an average 18 to 20 degrees centigrade. And also regarding the companies, I mean, electronics and all, it's quite popular right here. And as I said, we have LG, Samsung, Hyundai, Kia Motors, right? So various electronics and motor industries have their origin from South Korea, which is really interesting. And in fact, we find a different range of electronic items as well as cars here, which are quite aesthetic. And as I said, we even have many models which we don't often find in our country, especially Hyundai. I never heard of i30 or i40, but we find the same here. And we still have a lot many models in Hyundai which are found here. And recently, Kia, they have opened a manufacturing unit in Andhra Pradesh, in Kadapa, I guess. So Kia is quite popular here, and the models here are just awesome. In fact, Seoul is categorized as a special metropolitan city, given the importance it has both politically and also economically. And we have many World Heritage Sites, UNESCO identified heritage sites, and also Korea, as you know, it's known for K-pop, and you have this K-drama. I mean, I have never watched Korean dramas, but K-drama is something which is quite popular throughout the world, and K-pop, I need not really mention about Gangnam and PS5. We have many pop singers here, which is quite popular. And in fact, regarding tourism, Seoul received over 10 million international visitors in 2014, making it world's ninth most visited city and fourth largest earner in tourism. And in terms of economy, Seoul is fourth largest metropolitan economy after Tokyo, New York, and Los Angeles as per 2014 statistics. And it's also home for Fortune Global 500 companies, almost 15 Fortune Global 500 companies, including Samsung, LG, Hyundai, and Kia. And also, Seoul has hosted 1986 Asian Games, 1988 Summer Olympics, 2002 FIFA World Cup, and most recently 2010 G20 Seoul Summit. And we have one video in YouTube regarding the construction of a high-speed train project between Seoul and Busan. In fact, it's mentioned that we have over 100 bridges and plenty of tunnels. And the interesting thing here is Seoul, or South Korea as such, is not a plain area. It's a mountainous area. We have many mountains or hills, plenty of them, and this is not something which is flat. And also, in the process of constructing that high-speed train KTX project between Seoul and Busan, it almost took 10 to 12 years. And there is a video on YouTube like how much they had gone through in order to finalize the product, finalize the entire project, that is high-speed train project between Seoul and Busan, which has cut the travel time from 4.5 hours to 2.5 hours. Literally saving 2 hours for all the commuters. And it's now possible to travel to Busan or any other major part of the South Korea within a day, thanks to these high-speed trains, KTX trains, which have the potential to travel more than 300 kilometers per hour. So we still have many interesting things and many interesting facts. And also, most of the people here do not follow any religion, but Buddhism and Christianity are something which are followed by some individuals, some X percentage. So we still have, I mean, it's a different culture here, and the people, I mean, it's unique. You just can't compare. It's all unique, and just like how ours is different. So everything is quite different, and it's really interesting, and definitely it's worth visiting. And you'll just have goosebumps looking at the landscapes, looking at the beaches, the greenery, the flowers. And spring season or springtime is the best time one can visit Seoul, or one can visit South Korea, right? So I will just conclude here. Hope you have enjoyed this little walk the street along with me. And definitely, traveling is something which broadens our perspective. Traveling is something which gives us more confidence, and it opens us up. It just broadens our perspective, and we'll start ignoring very little nonsenses that happen in life, and we'll start appreciating how beautiful life is. So travel a lot, and it's one of the best ways of educating yourself, right? So see you again next week. So I'll be coming India next week, and we'll try to have our regular schedule as usual. And if at all we're planning any live sessions, I'll update you in our update group and also in Google group, right? So wish you all the best, love you all. I know this is Sunday, and it's really hard to stay and attend this live sessions which are literally plain and bland without any masala or entertainment. Anyways, wish you all the best and see you again next week. And you have any further queries, anything regarding academics or any general kind of queries, you can always drop them at proudtobedentist@gmail.com, right? So wish you all the best. Love you all. Yes. Yes, Shilpa. So I'll be back next week. Hi, Devna. Yes, Ramyasri, you're most welcome. And this will be our probably last live session from Seoul. See you all again. Yeah, good night. Bye.